alarm smoke detector. It's called a smoke detector, and well, it's definitely 720. It's impossible to get the lighting correct in this house because every single time I do something right, it just explodes in my face. I know COVID's still around. Today's July 20th, 2022. So that is definitely a smoke detector. That computer right over there, because I'm pointing to the west. And believe me, nobody cares about people over 50. Believe me, I'm definitely holding a Fender Telecaster for sure. Only 100. There's definitely a Roadrunner case behind me, and that is definitely a Fender amplifier right there. So because the lighting is impossible to perfect, impossible. It's almost like 5:30 in the morning, but no one cares when you're in this big place and nobody's there, right? So the air conditioner is supposed to be one of the hottest days of the year. Global warming has come to fruition, and it's even going to get worse because once we get past this week, it's just another day. So I guess tomorrow is, it could be today. Today is tomorrow. It says high definition, but when I put this camera on the first time, it had this like light coming towards me. This time it doesn't. Crazy, isn't it? Bet you can't hear it too good, right? You think it's a bad chord, right? It's either the chord or something else. Could be the jack. It's either the guitar or the chord, right? But everyone wants to see the guitar player with his hands moving. You gotta stay in a static position, or you'll never hear the sound. Did you ever go to the Sonesta Hotel, Center City, Philadelphia? There's all kinds of tall skyscrapers around. Once actually they were forbidden to build above this certain statue called City Hall. There's this big statue of William Penn on top of it. The whole city was built around City Hall, right? So that's where most of the protesters go, right? Not anymore because Love Park is like right across the street. I think it's Suburban Station, and then there's Amtrak Station, and there's Galleria Station. The whole SEPTA and Amtrak system was designed, to go through Philadelphia. Well, you have to write your own song because if you can't write your own song, then and you don't know how to play guitar, you have to hire a drummer, right? Wow. Did you know Microsoft Windows 11 is bizarre? I had that camera working perfectly. All of a sudden, the microphone cut out. Now you go into your privacy settings, you try and change it. Doesn't work that way. It's a process. Remember, fifth grade math. Everybody's got a purpose. What's your purpose? Why am I wearing a red shirt? I just got up out of that bed, queen size bed. I intended to have someone in there. I like planned it with the way I arranged my whole comforter, the sheets and everything, pale blue, Bed Bath and Beyond over here when it's 55. But you got to play it with feeling. Wrist, see, they don't care about people over 50, right? So the trash truck did not come. Sorry. Put it out there 8, 10 in the morning. Not quick enough, right? So I got to pull out the Les Paul Studio for the next video because you got to keep making videos to prove you're alive today. It's definitely a Dunlop Peck, pure nylon. This was probably 38.38. I guess the war is still raging in Ukraine, probably. And don't forget, you can make Bing rewards off that thing, right? Your feet are one of the most sensitive parts on your body, right? So when somebody tickles your feet, you have to laugh. Go tickle somebody's belly. You know what Christmas in July is, right? I once learned this song called Like a Hurricane. It's it's frustrating when your gear doesn't work properly. And I know this is a Fender Telecaster. It's either broken on the inside or the other. The more you shave, the faster it grows. Because when you get older, you can't shave. Go cut your toenails instead. You know how hard it is to reach across a fretboard like this? People think it's easy to play guitar. It's not. Once I thought I saw you on the moon today again. I guess today's Moon Day. Dancing on the stars from star to star. And I am just a dreamer, and you are just a dream. We could be anyone but me. I see. You have to learn how to play with precision. What is a convex lens? Go study optics. Where the moon don't shine. I went down to Betsy Ross' house in high school, right? I had to write so in high school, I knew I was good, right? Junior year history class, I guess it was history class. They had to send you on go visit somewhere. They had picked Betsy Ross' house of all places, right? The chick who sewed the 13 flags. I guess she got in trouble. I don't know, recently about a year ago. I went down to Betsy Ross's house. This is a story of Betsy Ross. I forget what the lyrics was. I went down to Betsy. What this is this? I went down. I went down to Second and Arch. This is the story of Betsy Ross. She made muskets and musket balls. She did all this for nothing at all. I went down to Second and Arch, called Old City, right? So you want to be on Fox 29 local affiliate, Second and Arch. I wouldn't go to Center City, Philadelphia. There's a lot of gun violence down there. You ever see these people on Fox 29 local affiliate? who think they know how to judge the weather. And the other dude, right? Just another shooting. Only 300 homicides so far. Oh, they'll find you, believe me. The latest one, two kids beating up somebody with a traffic cone. Parental guidance, right? Oh, geez. You know, customer service. Customer service agents are so rude. I mean, they have no patience at all for you. So I called every guitar store, right? Victor Litz, Gaithersburg Guitar Center, Wilmington, and nobody wants to pay attention to me. You know, I walk into the store, right? This was a Wilmington store. I had to take a Lyft ride to get there. It was only $100 Lyft ride up and back to buy this particular guitar, right? They were so dumb. And you want to realize why Guitar Center took a dive, right? Go onto YouTube and say, oh, gee, you can make up any video you want. So they were so stupid, right? I walk into the store, I said, yeah, I'm looking around, full rack of them. I mean, huge amount of guitar. I walk in, this is the first one on the floor, right there in the perfect position, right? And these idiots, right? These were pure musicians, man. Guitar Center, they're too busy for you. Meanwhile, the Lyft driver's waiting for me out front. No, I guess I had called for another Lyft driver. The dummy at the front thing, I walked out with a Roadrunner case, which is behind me. He didn't even charge me for it. I get back with the receipt. I'm like, what? Yeah. They were so busy and so stupid, they couldn't even take the free sticker off of it. You know, free, Free. I'm not talking about the group free. Go talk to a caseworker for Medicaid, and you say, what? Yeah, Cobra coverage. Yeah. And so I'm looking at it, I'm checking out with the main dude, not the main front desk. And even he was dumb. I'm reaching in to grab, free picks. I said, dude, can I have one of the picks? This is not one of them, by the way. He's like, well, you can have one, right? And I'm reaching in, grabbing like 12 of them because they were the wrong thing, but I was having fun. Meanwhile, this other dude, complete chaos, right? You ever see people go like this with their hands on Sesame Street? Now, Sesame Street is in trouble. Disney is in trouble. You can't do anything without getting in trouble. You used to beat the crap out of some cats at school, right? Go file another lawsuit. You know what? You know where a roll of toilet paper costs these days? Go buy a Lyft ride. Walk over there. There's dogs on every corner. Every one. And all of a sudden, you don't think violence breeds violence, right? The world is in total chaos, as usual, right? But when we were growing up, we knew that it was not going to be like this. In the 70s and 80s and 90s, everything was going fine. And then all of a sudden, kabam, right? Oil price now dropped. Gas price dropped. Stock market's at 31. I thought I was going to get out of 31. Yeah. Then it went up to 36, right? So it's just, it's called optics, convex, concave lens. Go study engineering. Yeah, that's worth it, right? No sarcasm in that voice. Go call WIP and say, "Oh, gee, when's the football camp start? Go earn a scholarship." Just another band out of Philadelphia. They're giving concerts every day in Philadelphia, right? So the latest one was last weekend. Somebody fell off and the escalator gone. But that's normal concerts, right? I don't know, man. People are going crazy. Who was the concert? It was Elton John, right? So Elton John gave a concert, and when people like get trampled, I was almost trampled for myself, right? So the one day, this is a true story. Spectrum Philadelphia, which is long since been gone. Chicky and Pete's is there, long since been gone, right? So I was only, I don't know, 14, 15, or 16, however old we were. So me being under 5 foot at the time, right? Big people, I mean, huge. Very few girls, believe me. I guess there was a few of them there. So we're all standing, 10,000 people on one side, 10,000 people on the other. Normal dance concert back in the 70s or whenever it was. The two security guards were so stupid. We're all standing there. This was before the Who concert where people got trampled, and they changed the whole rule for lining up for a concert because you had to get in line after that. There was 10,000 people on one side. I guess we were on the side facing I-95, right? They opened up two doors, two of them, not these two eyes, two doors, like doors. All of a sudden, the whole crowd, I mean, 10,000 people tried to barrel through the door. Me, right? I was so small because I was surrounded by boys, basically, the boys that we went with, which was part of my family, my brother, and a couple other people, and a couple other families, right? Maybe 5 or 6 people. They had me and same dude. We were both small, and they were like a little bit taller, but not as big as the rest of the crowd. They had put us all together. They had lifted me, and I guess the dude next to me, off of my feet. I was standing up like this so I could just breathe. All of a sudden, the crowd just surges forward, goes through the door. I'm trying to wave my ticket. I couldn't even get the ticket out of my pocket. That was a Kiss concert, right? When you see Kiss for the first time, you'll know it. Then yeah, and then during the concert it was a great concert. I think it was Cheap Trick open, but the opening band wasn't anything because when they dropped one of those curtains, I don't know if they still do that anymore. They had turned out every single light, every single light. They put up this huge black curtain, right, where you didn't know what was behind it. All of a sudden, they dropped this huge black curtain, and you got 4 dudes from Kiss, right? They're coming down on these things. I forget if I saw them twice or once, but go look it up on YouTube. Kiss, because they didn't film every single concert, I guess, but they were smart. And then all these other people copied them because they had come out and just blew away everybody with the makeup and everything. I Stole Your Love, right? Go watch that video and try and play. You got to play it with feeling, though. You know that, right? Now I'm starting to get hot. Why? Because I can see the break of dawn coming today. You see how I do that with my hand? You can play this without a pick. Whatever. When the amplifier is that loud, who's playing the Hard Rock Cafe this morning? Get up for the buffet. You know, people eat a lot of food in the morning, right? That's only 19 minutes. It's going to take a long time to upload, when you think. Much faster when you do it on this device behind me. Not worth it because Microsoft 11, Windows 11, I don't know what these people do to the computer, but I had once worked for the United States government. Yeah, www.nits.gov, Manufacturing Engineering Lab, Manufacturing Systems Integration Division. So they had hired me, right? Because I knew how to interface. You know when you try and put two softwares together and they don't work? Now go on to, what's it called? Fox 29 local affiliate. Whoops, I almost dropped something. Here's a church, here's a steeple. Where are all the people? Just lost my pick. when you have gold in your teeth, it's called cavities. You know, when you're a kid, you have to brush your teeth so you don't get cavities. Now you need a podiatrist. Yeah, don't get an ingrown toenail. You're going to need that later, you know, because you have to walk. I'm not talking about walking a dog. You don't want to be in a wheelchair. You want to be able to stand upright. Good posture is important. You know, you can hear weird noises all the time, like birds, bees. Yeah, birds and bees. Photosynthesis. You're wondering who's on Amtrak right now. All aboard Amtrak. You wonder why people go nuts when they're crazy. You know, kids are crazy. It doesn't matter where you are, right? Because the birds can laugh at you, the toilet can laugh at you, the shower can laugh at you. You ever see people go like this? Call me now or call me later. So now you got these people in the headsets walking around. Wow, I know. I mean, people are crazy, and every single story gets worse and worse. You want to watch a little television? Go ahead. Put it on national news by 6 a.m. and be like, what? You know, people revolve around certain clocks. So when I was a caseworker, right, every single day I used to wake up 5:45 so I could work out, you know, before I went to work. And then, yeah, I was elliptical, chin up bar, sit ups on one of these things called a ball. I guess they're called a training ball, cattle ball. I have weights, which I still have over here. The Sports Authority. I'm not talking about TSA screening. It says TSA, right? Homeland Security. Whose birthday do you think is today? I don't know, but it's July 20th. You better start spending your money wisely, saving for a 529. Looks like it works, right? You know, by 2050, the world's going to be, 9.6 billion people. Eventually, they're going to make it to Mars. That's why they're in the catastrophe. Now, we have Dr. Fauci, Dr. Birx, some dude named Trump, some dude named Biden. Before that, it was Obama. Before that, it was, every president thinks they can get, more terms because, so pomp and circumstance, right? So January 6th, they invaded the Capitol, right? But the hearing keeps going on and on because politicians are politicians, right? Marketers are marketers, right? Telemarketers are telemarketers, right? Guitarists are guitarists, right? Facebook is Facebook, Instagram is Instagram. So when I was on Facebook, it's like, what? It keeps changing. Keep making more friends. I would have had thousands of friends by now, but I was smart, right? Because when you see them show up in your list, some of them make stupid comments, some of them make dumb comments. That's 23 minutes. By the time you're 27, what were you doing in your life? Oh, heck, 27 times 2 is 54, plus 4 would be 58. So basic math is, 1964 plus 10 would be 74, 84, 94, 2004, 2024, right? So in 2024, how old will you be? Still old enough to play this guitar.